back with some breaking news coming in from the top court. The Supreme Court has rapped UP government for continuing bulldozer action despite Supreme Court's judgment and has ordered a amount of 50 lakh rupees as compensation to 5 people whose house was illegally demolished. So a big setback for the UP government. Supreme Court said property demolished within 24 hours of notice. Hefty fine is the only way out. That the authority will remember to follow the due process of law. We have Harish, our legal editor, joining us on the broadcast. It's a big rap coming in from the top court for the UP government on bulldozer action.
Yes, that's right, Swati. In fact, the Supreme Court reminded and pulled up the UP authorities for not complying with the November 2024 order of the Supreme Court, which had laid down pan-India rules as far as the bulldozer action is concerned. The Supreme Court today took very serious view of the violation and has imposed a fine of rupees 50 lakh. That is a compensation of rupees 50 lakhs to be given to 5 victims. That is 1 professor, 1 lawyer and 3 others whose house was illegally demolished without following the due process of law. On March 6th, the notice was served, and March 7 itself, the demolition action had begun. The Supreme Court noted that the earlier Supreme Court direction as to there should be proper notice and sufficient time should be given, and also a proper hearing should be given, and time for approaching the higher authorities to challenge the demolition action should be given. Most importantly, in this 15 days time was not given after serving the notice. This was noted by the Supreme Court and said that only if hefty fine is imposed, the authorities will remember to that is a deterrent, so that the authorities follow the due process of law. And one of the most stinging observations, Swati, is that the Supreme Court said this action is totally unconstitutional, inhuman act. This shocks our conscience. There is something called right to shelter, due process of law. What we are seeing is a total lack of sensitivity. Hefty fine is the only way out, so that authorities will always remember to follow due process of law. In fact, even the Supreme Court had on the last date of hearing even considered allowing them to reconstruct the houses at their own cost and at the cost of the authorities, and if the appeal fails, in that case, these petitioners will have to demolish the property. But today, such order was passed. But today, the Supreme Court, as you rightly said,
all right, Harish, stay on with us.